Drew Gooden making a peek with you. Second night of the back-to-back. LeBron James with basketball over to Austin Reeves. Reeves throwing it up to Jackson Hayes on the lob, and he was fouled.
You would hope that's not on Jonas Valanciunas right there, because you got to keep the bigs out of foul trouble. With no Alex Sarr out there, we'll see who the foul is.
And that will be JV's first personal, literally 15 seconds into the game, as Jackson Hayes, who's in the lineup for Anthony Davis, will shoot 2 free throws.
And you know, that's not Jonas's problem right there in that defensive pick and roll assignment. He's supposed to be able to stop the ball and rely on his bottom weak side to kind of take that pressure away from him. The fact that he kind of has to do both jobs really puts a lot of pressure on him, and as you see, he gets a foul right there.
LeBron James already communicating with the fan base, as this is his 60th career matchup against the Washington Wizards. Career average 27 points against Washington, and we've known him to have a lot of memorable moments in this building. Jordan Poole coming off a 1-for-9 shooting night last night against Toronto. Hachimura deflected the ball. Kuzma's got 4 to get a shot up. He's going to take a half-court heave. Front rim that one. Kyle actually works on half-court shots to end his workouts.
You know, I think a lot of those guys work on half-court shots. Oh, again, pick and roll. I believe Jordan Poole is going to catch this foul right here.
JP's first.
Sometimes your feet just get a little bit tangled up on the defensive assignments right here. He's running without kind of looking where he's going. That was barely, hardly even a touch, but I think he got tripped up by Jordan Poole right there.
Max Christie off the mark for 3. The Lakers coming off a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers, 118-104. Anthony Davis was injured in that game. Meanwhile, Tyrese Maxey went off for 43 points. Wizards lost last night 106-82 to the Toronto Raptors. The story in that game last night was Toronto's defense might be the best on-ball defense I've seen a team face the Wizards this year. Washington committed 27 turnovers, and Toronto scored 32 points off of those.
Well, it's difficult when you have the team picking you up as soon as you get off of the bus in the arena. I think that defensive intensity showed last night. I don't think they're going to see the same thing from the Lakers. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth game the entirety of this matchup.
Good start for Jordan Poole. Gets his first field goal to go down. LeBron James in the mid-range. 31 points Tuesday against the Sixers. That's the most he's scored since the first game of the month, January 2nd. The 10th time this season he's had the 30-point out. Whistle's going to be called on Jackson Hayes.
Lakers foul charge for number 11, Jackson Hayes.
It's time now for our over and under. It is presented by FanDuel. Total points scored for tonight's game has been set at 224. The Wizards are 27th in the league in scoring. The Lakers are 17th at 111.4. Jonas Valanciunas getting the start again with Alex Sarr out with the sprained ankle. Alex in 9 starts this season. Jason averaging almost 14 points, shooting 52% from the field, 11 rebounds, and almost a block and a half.
You know, that's really hard to do for a rookie standpoint. He's done a really good job of going out there and really being aggressive on the offensive end. Always being known as a defensive player, he's really imposed his will as a rookie to go out there and block shots and block them consistently from game to game.
Jonas and Bud Carrington are the only 2 Wizards to play in every game this season. We're tied at 4. Entry feed inside to Hachimura, who bodies his way into the body of Keyshawn George.
Keyshawn George needs to be a little bit more prepared with Rui Hachimura. He's a very physical post player. He's going to learn from that, hopefully, going on into the game.
LeBron James initiating the offense. Kickball. 16 on the shot clock. Tonight's officials: Mark Davis, crew chief in his 27th season, Brett Barnaky, and Finney Ransom. Lakers are currently 5th in the West. James misses. Hayes cleans up. Valanciunas came over to help, and that allowed Hayes a free look at the basket.
That's where you really have to rely on your bottom weak side help. Keyshawn George needs to go there and crack down on the big for the rebound, not allow him to have easy shots at the front of the rim.
JV trying to get a post up here on Hachimura. 3 on the shot clock. Kuz seams one up and knocks it down.
I really like what the Washington Wizards are doing, utilizing the entirety of the shot clock, moving the ball, getting a post touch, and kicking it out for a nice Kuzma 3 right there.
Kuz went for 19 and 10 last night in 34 minutes. Had a couple of highlight moments. A huge dunk over Robinson last night was key. So Austin Hayes triggers one from downtown. Kuz in the corner.
He is feeling it. That is 2 right now. He's going out there being aggressive on the offensive end. As the game progresses, if he continues to be hot on the offensive end, maybe he drives into the paint, collapses the defense, and finds his teammates.
Reeves inside, trying to work on Koulibaly, spinning. Missing that one, is out of bounds.
Chris, we talked about Kuz's 2 3-point baskets. It's not forcing the issue. It's really going within the flow of the offense. He gets the pass from Valanciunas, and then obviously he had the corner 3. It was a great ball movement to a nice corner 3. If you're feeling good, let it fly.
Poole setting a nice back screen. And another kick ball. Seen 2 of those already here in the first quarter.
The other 3 from Kuzma was in the corner. He felt great. He had his feet set. The defender was just a second late. That's all he needs. He just needs a little bit of space to let that shot go.
Kyle had 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists in that first meeting against the Lakers last week. Valanciunas rims out a hook shot. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. James to Reeves. Back to James. Over to Christie in the corner. Tapped out, offensive rebound for the Lakers. Hachimura with a jab step 3. Rebounded by Poole. Wow, good decision. Over to George.
Great ability to find his teammates. I just said if he's going to have the offensive flow, he's going to attract the defense and find his teammates. Right there, Keyshawn, beneficiary of that.
Reeves trying to get downhill. Bounce pass over to Hachimura. Uri now sizes up a 3 and rattles that in. Hachimura is shooting 41% from 3.
Chris, you and I both know that's a little bit of a heat check moment right there.
Yep. LeBron into the body, late whistle as he bumps Valanciunas, and JV gets called for the foul. Under 7 to go here in the first quarter. LeBron James there. He'll get 2 free throws, but how about Kyle Kuzma swinging it over to Keyshawn?
So baby, we should start living now, 'cause we only
of what they're telling their teammates, how they're talking to their teammates, encouraging the teammates, being cordial to the fans. It's always a fun experience, and I look for Corey Kispert as the night goes on to hear those moments right there.
I would love to hear you communicating with the referees also.
No. We don't cut that. Cut.
Ron James made both of his free throws. Lakers up 3. Kuz got a couple feet in the paint. Sprays it out to Jordan Poole. JP taps it over to Valanciunas. Essentially gave him a hand grenade. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. That will be turnover for Washington, just their first.
You know, I actually think Jonas was actually a little surprised that ball came to him. That was a beautiful wraparound pass from Poole. He knew that if he threw it to the corner, he was going to get a turnover, but that's a tough one to handle in the low point of the shot clock.
It's a lob from James to Jackson Hayes. Lakers are shooting 55% from the field. Bilal on the pull-up J. Yes, first field goal of the game for Coulibaly.
Great job by Bilal being aggressive on the offensive end. You can see the defensive pressure is not what the Raptors had last night.
That stops a 7-0 Lakers run. Hachimura on the drive. Head fake and finish.
He continues to attack the basket, and Keyshawn needs to learn that he is a very physical and aggressive player. Got to meet him first. Can't have him having driving lanes to the basket.
With Anthony Davis's 26 points per game and 12 rebounds, watch for Hachimura to be extremely aggressive. Deep three for James.
From the logo at 40 years old is absolutely amazing to see as a fan, let alone I got to play against the guy. To see him do that, absolutely amazing.
Lakers double Valanciunas, which frees up Poole. Good decision by JV finding his teammate.
See, and last night Jordan Poole was not seeing that freedom. He did not have any space to go out there and get his shot off. Right there, if you give him a little space, he's going to knock it down. Getting back in transition, though, Keyshawn has an opportunity to drive to the basket.
Keyshawn initiated this offense, getting that defensive stop. JV's jumper rattles out. Christie, corner splash. Ryan Keefe not happy. He's calling time as the Lakers have an 8-point lead going over to the bench with 4:31 to go here in the first quarter. Jordan.
On a run from a given disaster, speed away from the holy mind. Pride, that's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, I keep on trying to end, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving along the road tonight. Lost my head over my spine between the joys and bottle job. Just being all the red lights. Keep on driving. In the heat from a hot California, I forgot how you look like in rain. That's why I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good,
to be very difficult to win the game, but also crashing the glass. The Lakers are not a very good rebounding team. Take advantage of that. Get extra possessions, but also fuel your transition by getting those defensive boards.
Reeves with the rebound and passes to connect. Upstairs! Wow! They're going to call basket interference on Jackson Hayes.
Still an amazing pass, full court, from a full court pass to a lob pass. I mean, this is impressive. Austin Reeves, he gets it, pushes it ahead. Dalton Connect has the wherewithal, but Jackson Hayes basically put both arms into the rim. No, big fella, you can't do that.
Impressive nonetheless. That was going to be a basket interference. Finney Ransom is going to call the foul.
Lakers foul against number 12,
Max Christie. Sean Holmes in the game for Washington, getting some more first quarter opportunities.
Also, with no LeBron James out there, you need to take advantage of having great offensive movement, but also they're not going to have the offensive flow as if he were in the game.
Rebounded by Jarrett Vanderbilt. Christie working a little two-man game with Austin Reeves. Reeves being defended by Coulibaly. Relocates and hits a three. Austin Reeves had 13 points Tuesday against the Sixers. And he's a guy that's taken full advantage of Anthony Davis being out this season, upping his scoring from 18.2 to 24 points a game when Davis is out.
You know, with LeBron James, he needs somebody else to go out there and score the basketball. Austin Reeves is exactly one of those people that can do that. He moves so well without the basketball, but often, more times than not, he's in the pick and roll initiation, either getting it to the big, either scoring himself or finding people on the perimeter.
Jordan Poole had 15 points on 5 of 18 shooting back on January 21st in L.A. See Bilal Coulibaly sitting, being replaced by Justin Champagnie. You know Kispert also in there, and he's mic'd up.
You know what, that last possession, Chris, even though they made the basket, Jordan Poole had the wherewithal to push back in transition. This is why he's at the free throw line. They need to do that consistently, regardless if the ball goes through the basket. Get it out quick and push it right back out.
Former Wizard Trey Jemison in the game now for the Lakers, as well as Shake Milton. Shake scores over Jordan Poole. Lakers now with their largest lead of the game, 12. Corey Kispert coming in there, getting the offensive rebound. He was fouled. I want to let everybody know about it, too, giving you a little audible there.
You know, we talked about this last night. If you're going to go in there and have a little bit of contact, if you let out a scream or a yell, more often than not, you're going to get back to the free throw line. They're going to call a foul for you.
Corey scored 8 last night. Didn't take a free throw. He gets his first free throw opportunity to go down tonight. 3 to go here in the first quarter.
And you know, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the basket. I think he was 0 for last night against the Raptors for the three-point land. I think getting a couple free throws to go can kind of get that shooting motion going early.
Corey was 0 for 5 from downtown against Toronto. Reeves deflected by Holmes. Jemison setting a screen for Milton. Austin driving inside. Creative lay-in for Austin Reeves. Carrington kicking it over to Champagnie. Justin gets his floater to go down.
Just like I said, this is a fast-paced, back-and-forth game. Austin Reeves sees driving lanes. He's going to continue to attack.
Talk about attack. Austin Reeves staying in the paint for the Lakers.
We talk about Champagnie. He's done a great job of going from G League back up to the NBA, and he is a calm, cool, collected guy. He's not rushing out there. He has a nice little floater right there. He's done a really good job. Whenever his name is called, he comes out and he produces.
Reeves loses the handle. Wizards on the run. JP, nice feed to Kispert for the layup. There's going to be a technical. The foul's going to be called on Austin Reeves. Austin thought he was fouled on the other end. And he was rung up by Mark Davis.
And so you know what? When I said usually if you yell, you'll get a foul call. He yelled, didn't get the foul call. You got a little angry about that.
J.J. Redick now communicating with Mark Davis.
You know, I was actually surprised that Jordan Poole didn't try and throw this up. You know, if that was Bilal Coulibaly, he would have thrown it up to the rim to have a nice electric dunk. Why not throw it up to Corey Kispert? But I'm not mad. Got a nice 2-point layup out of the thing, too.
LeBron James back into the game, being guarded now by Champagnie. Horn set here for the Lakers.
2 minutes.
Jemison with a handoff to James. LeBron bounce past it. Jemison as it goes out of bounds. And Finney Ransom is going to call for a jump ball.
You know, even being all the way up here, the communication I hear from Rashawn Holmes is amazing. As a veteran big, you have to communicate those pick and rolls, the ball screens. He does a really good job of allowing the person defending the ball to switch their feet. And he is one of those players that I really want to see more minutes for him out there on the floor.
Holmes and Jemison jump it up. Look at Shake Milton helping the rookie up. Look at that. Shake was helping Bub up. Said, come up a little closer, young fella. LeBron just too physical inside. James now with 9 points here in the first quarter.
You know, sometimes those jump balls can be actually design plays. As soon as you tip the ball, it's off to the races.
JP. Step back three. Airballed that one. James with the basketball and looking ahead. Going behind his back. Inside. Oh, goaltend, but it was nice. Count the bucket for James, but Rashawn Holmes was like, not in here. Not right now.
You know, that is sometimes just sending a message. I think Rashawn Holmes knew that it could have a chance to be a goaltending, but you know what? Let that thing go to the fourth row, big fella. Send that message that there's going to be no easy layups tonight.
The elevation there by Rashawn Holmes.
Man,
Top
I used
floor,
to be
please.
jumping like that back in the day. My knees don't like it anymore, so I'm going to sit up here with you, Chris.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I wanted to say.
What?
Get that out of here. Vanderbilt with a deflection and steal. Jemison. Count that bucket. Tennessee Ransom's now going over to the scorer's table. Inadvertent whistle. So the bucket will count for Trey Jemison.
Yeah, I think he was expecting a goaltending off of this basket with the space here. He didn't realize he was that open, but Rashawn said, I can't touch that one because that was too easy. That was a 2-point basket. You know, Vanderbilt is actually taking a page out of the Raptors book. You saw what they did with the physicality last night against Jordan Poole. He's trying to pick up, guard, and frustrate Jordan. I think the last couple possessions, Jordan has to really work so hard to get his shot off. If you realize that as your teammate, you need to go set great screens on the person that's defending him, because if you have open space and you have nobody worrying about the screens, you're going to go out there and try and play aggressive defense.
The Wizards take on the Atlanta Hawks on Saturday, February the 8th at 7 p.m. It's HBCU night. It's presented by Stackwell Cap. Here, Corey Kispert communicating with his teammates. As we told you, he's mic'd up tonight. We'll be providing you with some of that insight throughout the game.
And if you really think about it, the Lakers are running a small lineup with LeBron basically running the big, but he's bringing the ball up the floor. So the Wizards kind of have to match that small lineup.
Here's the rookie Dalton Connect. This is that inside rebound by Shake Milton, counted and one.
Cannot give the Lakers second chance possessions. They are fighting for the rebound. They know that the shot's going to go up. The ball is going to be moving extremely fast. But Shake Milton vying for the rebound. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, going through the contact and getting an and one opportunity. great replays right here, seeing different angles. You see the guard is not necessarily supposed to be down there getting rebounds, but with the small lineups, it's anybody's ball for those rebounds.
41-28 Lakers. And Milton cashes that one out. Shakeland scoreless Tuesday in the loss to Philly. Kuz was fouled by Vanderbilt.
And Vanderbilt thought he was fouled by Kuzma. Sometimes you don't catch the initial action, but you catch the reaction. Vanderbilt kind of jumps up on the shot fake from Kuzma and then just kind of has a bailout foul right there to send him to the free throw line.
Jason, let's get to the start for the Wizards. Much better than it's been in the last couple of games, but how has it kind of gotten away from them here in the latter part of the first quarter?
Well, in the latter part, you saw LeBron James go out. You can't relax. You have to know that the guys that are on the floor, regardless of who they are moving the basketball. The Lakers are going after offensive rebounds. They're getting second chance possessions. You need to go out there and play with a sense of urgency on the defensive end, not only on the offensive end, but go out there and get consecutive stops. And I have yet to see the Wizards do that tonight.
His third game for Kuzma last night, where he had 8+ free throw attempts this season. He had a season-high 11 free throw attempts versus Chicago on November 26th. When Kuz is aggressive, it opens everything up for the team, especially when Kuz and Poole are both aggressive, and it allows the other players to kind of get into the rhythm of the game.
Well, you saw with Kuz knocking down a couple threes, he had the opportunity to get his teammates open. You need to have that continually go throughout the night because he is an offensive threat out there. If he can go out there and do that, he's going to open everything up for his teammates.
James with 6 seconds left swings it over to Connect for three. That'll be out of bounds. Washington will have it with 2.4 seconds remaining.
But, you know, that shows you that LeBron has the confidence in his rookie because Connect had 24 points against the Philadelphia 76ers the other night. He is an amazing three-point shooter. He's come out there. There's a lot of pressure when you're drafted by the Lakers. He's done a really good job so far in his rookie campaign.
JP with a heave. And the first 12 minutes are in the books. The Lakers shot 62% from the field, led by that 40-year-old man. They call him the King. He's got 11.
guys so far.
Chevy first quarter stats, you see the Lakers shooting 62%, but the 20-4 advantage in the paint points is the reason why they have a lead. Chris Miller, Jason Smith filling in for Drew Gooden, Megan McPeak with you. Wizards close out this 2-game brief back-to-back home game before we head out on the road again.
We actually have a Jared Butler sighting out there as he is in the pick and roll action right now. He's a very great guard of getting in and having a nice, sweet touch for an and one opportunity right there. I look for them to go back at that play right there. Put him in pick and rolls. He's very good as a decisive decision maker as a point guard. He takes his time. He realizes he has a big on him. He attacks the rim, doesn't settle for a jumper, and it pays off with an and one opportunity.
Go back to the game against the Sixers on January the 8th. He had a career-high 26 points. He's had a season-high 7 assists twice as he converts the three-point play. It's a 10-point Lakers lead. Washington just 2 turnovers in that first quarter, but the Lakers out-rebounded them by 9. Hachimura all alone on a catch-and-shoot 3. Hachimura joining James now in double figures with 10.
And Rui is comfortable in this building because he was a former Wizard. To see him knock down a 3, don't let it happen again.
Hachimura now trailing the play with James initiating. Instead, pull-up 3. Butler spraying it over to Kispert.
As you see the pace of the game going back and forth, there's going to be different matchups, especially with the small lineups out there. At any point in time, you could be guarding LeBron James. You have to know his tendencies, and the fact that he is 40 years old, he's looking to barrel and get downhill going to the basket. He wants to get to the free throw line. He realizes he has Justin Champagnie on him. He knows he needs to get to the rim and get to the free throw line.
Jason, for all of his exploits as a generational talent, his mind for the game, I mean, he is literally, I think, a genius on the floor when he reads matchups. I remember years ago, he would say, I've seen every defense that's been thrown to man, and he can still figure it out in real time.
And, you know, it's amazing that you said that because I was going to say that. He has seen every defense from boxing 1 to 2 people double teaming him. He really relies on his teammates, though, and he utilizes every aspect of their game. Whether you're a rookie or a veteran out there, he's going to find you in the offensive flow.
And that's going to be Lakers basketball. It's his last touch by Richaun Holmes. Richaun is signaling over to the Wizards coaching staff to challenge.
No challenge needed right there. The referees came together. It is back to Wizards basketball.
Look at Richaun Holmes politicking. Hey, man, you're in the district. Why not?
Hey, sometimes you just need to throw a little bit of a fuss.
Richaun litigated his case and won. Kispert driving, kicking it back out. Jarrett, 3. Front rims that one. Here's Hachimura guarding his former Gonzaga teammate. Now he's posting up Kispert. Turnaround, fall away jumper.
That takes it back to college days right there for both of those guys. Great NBA players so far. A little bit of nostalgia for those two.
Richaun with an offensive rebound and putback. Richaun playing 6 minutes. Jonas Valanciunas is heading to the scorer's table. Rui again. This time passes. James. This is Laker teammate. They won a championship together in 2020. Kuz clears the rebound. Kyle trying to work downhill. And he was bumped.
You know, on that last drive, you see Richaun Holmes being in perimeter protection, but he's also in the pick and roll against LeBron, but he's always cognizant of where he's at. He knows that he's trying to get downhill, and though he did not block the shot, he affected the shot. LeBron didn't have an easy path to the rim. He had to shoot a floater over a big instead of going in for an easy layup. Great job by Richaun Holmes.
Who's played 4 seasons with the Lakers from 17 to 21, averaging 15 points a game. He appeared in 276 contests before being traded here to Washington. Which one was your favorite Clues play last night?
Excuse me?
Which one was your favorite? Both of them?
Us and the dunk, we got on ESPN because of it. You had a great shot. The camera right here on us. I mean,
let's get rid of that camera.
Nah. We got to keep that. That is gold right there, Chris. Come on now.
By the way, they took the heart thing out of context. I was sending love to our director, Chris Grain, last night, who turned 87 years old.
See, there you go again. They can take it out of context. Everything is out of love.
49-35, Lakers. James no looks inside to Hachimura. Uri with another post up. Good block there, out of bounds by Champagny, but good defense.
Great defense from Justin Champagny, realizing not backing down from Rui Hachimura's physical play. You go out there, you hold your ground, expect him to spin off. He wants to get to the rim, but he has the athleticism to get the block shot right there.
JV's hook shot over Hayes, lips out.
That is 2 shots that have rimmed out for Jonas Valanciunas. He needs to continue to attack Jackson Hayes and try and get him in foul trouble.
Wizards 10 of 29 from the field. James, how does he do it? The court vision is amazing.
At 40 years old, I cannot emphasize that enough. That is amazing what he's doing. 22nd year in the league. You just witness everything that he does.
Here he is now with the look ahead to Hachimura, who beats the Wizards on defense. LeBron James dimes out.
Whether he is driving to the basket and diming it up to Jackson Hayes or throwing it full court, this is what he does. He finds his teammates. If he's
Sometimes I wish I just could leave those wasted years behind. When the twilight falls, I can see the ray of light. Like a distant call, I realize you are the reason. Can't forget those wasted years. I realize you are the reason. When the twilight falls, I can see the ray of light. Like a distant call, I realize you are the reason. Can't forget those wasted years.
A little more than 8 to go here in the second quarter. Koulibaly should have stayed aggressive on that one. He was trying to be a good teammate looking for Kuz, but there's turnover. Washington, their third.
I'm not mad at Bilal, though. Continue to attack the basket. Put the pressure on the defense.
Bilal guarding James. Here's Austin Reeves coming off a pretty good defense there by Keyshawn. Gets into the middle of the floor, kicking it over to Kuz. Washington 4 of 18 from 3.
Anytime you get a turnover on the defensive end, you need to convert it on the offensive end. I think that Kuzma running to the three-point line, possibly you could kind of get in and get a layup right there. Obviously, with LeBron James lurking in the distance, you get a little nervous because he has that shot-blocking ability.
Kyle Kuzma will sit as he's replaced by the rookie Bub Carrington. Bub's had 1 turnover or less in 14 of the last 18 games, and during that time, leads all rookies in assist-to-turnover ratio.
Having some efficiency out there.
Hole punch by Jackson Hayes.
On the
that
wrong
pocket
end.
pass by James. By the way, LeBron now has 7 assists. Remember, he had a triple-double against the Wizards in their previous meeting. James again. This will prompt Brian Keefe to call time as James is now at 15 points, lead all scorers.
I can't just call you when the moon is rising. I'm craving every moment with you. I can't just need you when the tides are turning. I cherish every second with you. I've got to hold on to your heart every day of the week, every week of the year. I've got to rewind and restart so you get what you need, so you get all of me. Yeah, you get all of me, baby, I give you all of me. Please take what you want from me. Ooh, yeah, you get all of me, baby, I give you all of me. Please take what you want from me. Ooh, all of me. I can't just have you any way I want to, 'cause you deserve it all and much more. I can't just want you when the sky is deep blue. I'm better now than I was before. I've got to hold on to your heart every day of the week, every week of the year. I've got to rewind and restart so you get what you need, so you get all of me. Yeah, you get all of me, baby, I give you all of me. Please take what you want from me. Ooh, yeah, you get all of me, baby, I give you all of me. Please take what you want from me. Ooh, all of me. All of me. All of me. Baby, I give you all of me. Please take what you want from me. All of me.
iPhone. But you look at Bub Carrington, he leads rookies with a 4.53 assist-to-turnover ratio. That means he takes care of the ball while still trying to find his teammates out there on the floor. Great job by the rookie.
Jordan Poole with a creative way to finish that opportunity inside as he scores. He's got 11.
A little up and under layup right there, going under the defensive arm. That's not something that's easy to do.
That's going to be a moving screen on Christie. Actually, they're going to call the foul on Bilal Coulibaly as Finney Ransom changed the call.
His first, second team.
Ball's first.
You know, sometimes the referees get confused out there as well, but when he's trying to fight over the screen, his hand kind of gets in the wrong place, catching the defender or the offensive player in the face. That is a foul. That is a correct call. Just got to go out there and go to the next possession. Chris, did you spill your beer down there again on the sideline?
Here we go again. I mean, it's nightly.
Hey, but they got the right music to clean this up.
Wipe it down. Got it. I swear, Jason, we average it once a night.
You know, at least no servers got ran into. Maybe
Do you understand how much that costs?
Oh, that's a lot of money, especially sitting courtside.
Reeves misses that three. JP trying to get downhill, being guarded by Christie heavily. You see how they're guarding Jordan Poole? And it's like a steal there by Milton. Shake, foul.
Great foul by Jordan Poole not to allow an easy layup, but exactly what you said. The way that they're guarding Jordan Poole, they're not allowing any space. They know that he needs to feel comfortable out there, but in transition, Jordan kind of loses track of him, but says, you know what? No easy layups in our house. I'm going to make you earn it at the free throw line. If you're going to go out there on the offensive end, though, Jordan has to work extremely hard to find his shot. The defenses are really keying in on him, saying, hey, if we can stop him from scoring, we'll give ourselves a better chance to win the game.
There you see the former Go-Go and Washington Wizard for a cup of coffee. Trey Jemison back into the game. Shake Milton in his 7th season out of SMU.
Had a lot of success up in Philadelphia, then he's kind of gone around, had a little bit of an injury. He's getting back out onto the floor. He's really one of those players that works hard on the defensive end to stay out there.
Speaking of Milton, here he is with the rock. Working his way in the paint. And gets it back from Jemison. Solid defense there by Keyshawn George, staying down on those pump fakes. Wizards are going to call foul on the interior there.
Wizards foul against number 13, Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole had great defense right there, but he was going to the basket, kind of put his hand into the cookie jar. Got to refrain from doing that, putting them on the free throw line.
That'll be the 3rd foul on Jordan Poole with 5:37 to go here in the 2nd quarter. College hoops coming your way this weekend when George Washington takes on St. Joseph's in an A-10 conference showdown. Coverage begins Saturday 2 p.m. on Monumental. J.J. Redick in his first season, sandwiched between 2 veterans, Nate McMillan and former Wizard and your old head coach,
Yes, sir.
Scott Brooks.
Yes, sir. I talked to Scotty Brooks earlier today. He's loving life. He is originally from California. He's having a good time having the assistant coaching gig next to J.J. Redick.
In JJ's rookie year, he wanted to have as many veterans around him that have coached in this league, and you got 2 real good ones over there in Nate and Scotty.
Well, when you have a first-year coach, you want to have a good guidance group, and I think with those 2 at his side, he's going to have nothing but great support.
Carrott's a good head fake. He lost the handle a little bit, came up smarting a little.
Los Angeles foul.
Shake Milton got in the air, couldn't really do anything, had a little bit of a jersey pull. Hopefully Bub's okay. He's limping out there. Take a look at what happened right here in this replay. He's going up for the shot fake, and sometimes you catch an inadvertent knee or something to the thigh, but the big possibly with a nice little knee on the inner thigh right there. Not fun to catch if you're a guard.
Last 3 minutes, the Lakers are on a 12-2 run. Under 5 to go. GP gets a 3. Got some space right there. Was able to create that shot for himself.
That is so difficult to do, to try and rely on utilizing the screen from Valanciunas and to have the step back. He looked kind of over his shoulder to see where the defender was, but still, just enough space to get that shot off. That's all he needs to get going.
Reeves Euro steps over Valanciunas. Shot clock at 1 for Hachimura, who beats the buzzer.
Jab step three. He had to shoot that with a low shot clock on an offensive rebound. Nice shot from Rui Hachimura.
Rui's leading all scorers with 17. Came in averaging 12 a game. Jonas on the deck. As both bigs are still on the floor. We got 4-on-4 action. Milton, easy lay-in.
You always want to try and be the first one on the floor. Jonas Valanciunas tried to do that, just couldn't come up with the basketball. Led to a transition layup for the Lakers.
Lead is 26, largest of the game for the Lakers. Keyshawn misses that three. Bilal.
There you go, Bilal. Sometimes you just need to be in the right place at the right time. Going up for a nice little offensive rebound, throwing down a dunk.
Christie triggers a triple. 8th three of the game made by the Lakers. They're shooting 50% from distance. Last touch by Christie as it goes out of bounds.
You know, sometimes you don't necessarily need to be driving down the lane, but, you know, just kind of nobody's going to box you out. Go up there, throw it down. Young legs. Feels good right there, getting to throw down a nice little dunk.
Oh, smashing the rim.
Anytime I got an opportunity to go throw down a dunk, I was hanging on the rim. I don't care if it was any opportunity to drive it to the basket with a pick and roll, an offensive rebound. I'm hanging on that rim because I don't know if anybody's going to be underneath me. Roll my ankle.
I remember one dunk you had, and then you came down and you pointed. You had both of your fingers pointing at Wizards fans.
That was against Atlanta in the playoffs.
Look at you remembering.
Boy, oh boy, you remember those moments when they're the big time dunks and the fan goes nuts.
Lakers on the run. Reeves had both Jackson Hayes and Vanderbilt and Hayes blocked. And it was blocked.
The unselfish play by LeBron James. He could have taken the points right there, gives it up to Vanderbilt for another assist.
You got Jackson Hayes and Bilal Coulibaly exchanging words as that action was going on the other end.
You know, Bilal wanted to put him on a poster, but when you're trying to climb Jackson Hayes, it's very difficult, even when he uses rule of verticality. Smart play by him.
Here's LeBron say, let's go Jackson. LeBron wants to push the pace.
Great job by Bilal to apply pressure to LeBron. He wants to get to the rim. Don't allow easy access.
That's going to be a kick ball. They'll put 14 on the shot clock for the Lakers. As LeBron was looking for the matchup that he wanted. And he's so patient. He's going to take his time. He's going to probe and see where he can find the weak link on the defense.
And that's what makes him so amazing, is that he's not an individual player. The fact that he's averaging 24 points, 7 rebounds, but most importantly, 9 assists. He is a very unselfish basketball player, and he is a willing passer out there.
Here he is trying to work on Kispert. Had the ball taken away from him by George. Carrington misses the layup. And LeBron is cherry picking. Will fall away mid-range jumper. James now with 19.
You would like to see a little bit better execution in a transition bucket right there. You get a turnover, you want to take advantage of that. The Wizards got to have a little bit more emphasis on, doesn't matter who scores, let's get an easy bucket in transition.
Correction, James with 17 as Coulibaly tries his hand at a three. Another struggle from the Wizards from the three-point department tonight, 5 of 22. James makes the right basketball play, finding Austin Reeves.
There goes that unselfish play. He doesn't necessarily need to shoot the ball, but finds Austin Reeves for the three. You see the ball movement from the Lakers. You would kind of want the Washington Wizards to have that same mindset, to have great ball movement.
They call a foul on Austin Reeves for bumping Bub Carrington. Lakers on a 10-0 run. It's the largest lead now, 34.
You know, that foul right there from Austin Reeves, that was one of those fouls that I would pick up. Somebody would run into me, and I would get the foul. So I can kind of relate to what Austin is going through right there. You're just going to run into me, and it looks like I hit you. I'm sorry, I'm big. I'm 7 feet tall. I'm 260 pounds. It's nothing that I can control out there. But for Austin Reeves, you just might want to let that one go.
This game kind of got away from Washington here in this second quarter as the Lakers have outscored them 34-13. Coulibaly will go to the line for two.
The banter between Hayes and Coulibaly. Coulibaly's getting some motivation for maybe later on in the game to pull out a posterization. Do I say? I'm calling it right now.
You're speaking it into existence.
I want to see it.
This will be Bilal's first free throw attempts of the night. Here now is a word from FanDuel.
Make every moment more with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today.
Coulibaly this season is a 76% free throw shooter, knocks down both.
I'd really like to see the progression that he's made in this second year. Picking up guys right around the half-court line, making it difficult on the defensive end. He did that last year, but his offensive progression this year, he's been more aggressive to get to the basket. And what has that led to? More free throw opportunities for him.
Here he is on the deck as he got bumped by James. Comes away with the steal. We'll look ahead to Kuz. Kuz on a one-on-one opportunity. Misses the slam, but fouled by Milton.
That would almost look too easy for Kuz, trying to do a little Euro step into a dunk. But when you get a foul, you go to the free throw line, especially in transition for Kuzma. He's really good. You give it to him. He has the size. He has the athletic ability to get to the basket, and he's a really good decision maker. If he doesn't have the bucket, he will find his teammates in transition.
Kuz front rims that one. Cal was actually drafted by the Nets, but then traded to the Lakers with Brook Lopez for D'Angelo Russell and Timofey Mozgov.
You know, I've been a part of that. I was drafted by the Miami Heat, traded 2 minutes later to the Philadelphia 76ers. Everybody's like, oh, what was it like to play in Miami? Well, never played there.
Did you get the hat? Did you keep the hat?
No, I did not get the hat. I got the Philadelphia 76ers hat.
6 seconds separating shot and game clock. James being guarded by Coulibaly. Jared Vanderbilt coming out of the clouds.
When all eyes are on LeBron James, sometimes that backside is ready for an offensive rebound. Bilal Coulibaly getting to the basket. Actually, a very smart play right there to knock it off of Austin Reeves. Keeping it Washington Wizards basketball. 1.5 seconds left. See if they can get something to go.
And Brian Keefe is going to get Jordan Poole in. So I wonder if that's going to be the guy that's going to trigger the last shot before halftime.
Well, if he's taking the ball out, he's not going to be able to get a shot off and lift. It's a quick give and go. Bilal taking it out. Another three-point threat with Jordan Poole being out there. Well, Bilal sits on the bench. Jordan Poole's going to have an inbounds, possibly a Corey Kispert three. Kyle Kuzma right here.
Kuz misses that three-pointer, and it was the Los Angeles Lakers dominating this second quarter as they'll go into the locker room leading 78-45. LeBron James, 17 points, 9 assists, 0 turnovers. Coming up next is Wizards Halftime Live, presented by MGM National Harbor with Wes Hall, Tony Massenberg, and Revis Vasquez.
Check the Sonics. Gotta take it out. Check the Sonics. Gotta take it out. Gotta take it out. Check the Sonics. Gotta take it out.
short. You walked out the door. Gotta get over myself. The drinks, they don't help. I've got to at least try. We're spinning out of control, and I've just got to know. If I follow, will it turn the ship around? If I let go, will it leave me here to drown? Gotta get over myself, this can't be farewell. I've got to at least try. If I follow, will you turn the ship around? As I'm slowly sinking down. Just another night, just another fight. Will it be alright? 'Cause now you're out of sight. Gotta get over myself. The drinks, they don't help. I've got to at least try. I'm breaking up inside. Got to swallow my pride. If I follow, will it turn the ship around? If I follow, if I let go, will it leave me here to drown? Gotta get over myself, this can't be farewell. I've got to at least try. If I follow, will you turn the ship around? As I'm slowly sinking down. As I'm slowly sinking down.
Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body, you're so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, 'cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, 'cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
Well, that comes from possibly bad shot selection, but also not being able to go out there and get on the boards. You want to get a good shot, and you see conversely the Lakers, they were moving the basketball in the pick and roll. The bottom weak side was not there. If they can go out there and do what the Lakers are doing to them, they'll have a better chance to have a better second half.
You notice J.J. Redick has a mustache there. There's a story behind that. J.J.'s wife does not allow him to have a mustache, so the Lakers are on a Grammy tour, on this Grammy road trip, which allows him to grow a mustache. So we got the other assistant coaches to do it, and then you'll notice former Wizards head coach Scotty Brooks is growing a mustache as well.
You know, his mustache didn't grow as fast as JJ's. I'm surprised he didn't go out there and try and compete with his head coach out there.
JJ was asked in the pregame availability, will he shave it before he gets home? He said, yep.
Happy wife, happy life.
Absolutely. Third quarter on the way here. JP, deep three, front rims that one, rebounded by James, who now, that's his second rebound. 17 points and 9 assists in that first half. LeBron driving inside, and he's on the deck. Wizards have numbers here, 5-on-4 if they want it. And Kuz was hammered by Jackson Hayes.
You know, LeBron James, anytime he hits the deck, you kind of got to wonder how many more times can he do that. 22nd season in the league. He has been the ultimate warrior year in, year out. But anytime he hits the deck now with the Lakers, he is so valuable to the team. You never want to see anybody get hurt at all.
20-time All-Star, 4-time NBA champion, 4-time MVP. And he's fourth in the NBA this season in assists. That would be the third best average of his career. So understanding the game, like you said, this is his 22nd year. He's actually getting better in terms of like facilitating offense.
And literally every year he's changed something about his game, whether he wants to be a better jump shooter, whether he wants to be a better player to get people facilitated into the game. If you do it long enough, you got to find something to get better at. And every single year, because of the competitor he is, he's done just that.
By the way, I talked about this during the last Laker game with the Wizards. Bilal Coulibaly, Alex Sarr, and Bub Carrington weren't even born when LeBron made his debut in 2003 in Sacramento.
The wild statistics that you can come up with, Chris Miller.
And Keyshawn George was born in December of that year. So these kids are out here watching a guy that they watched on TV for years, and they're now competing against them.
Chris, we were talking in the break. LeBron started 5 years before me. And he is still going.
How many years after you
7
retired?
years after me. I retired in 2019. It is 2025, 6 years. It's amazing the longevity that this man has had, but it really, it's a test to how good he is. Nice little and one opportunity from Jonas Valanciunas right there. Getting back to the free throw line, sitting at the front of the rim.
Yep.
That's what you do as a big. If you're going to have your guards or perimeter players attacking the basket like Kyle Kuzma, great rule of verticality from Hayes. But Valanciunas, if your man's going to help, sit at the front of the rim. Get a rebound, get a layup, get an and one opportunity.
Tough shooting night for JV. He started 0 for 7 before getting that and one opportunity.
And you have to remember, Chris, these guys were playing last night against the Toronto Raptors, a very physical game. They are exhausted, but that is the life of an NBA player. There's always going to be a game after game after game, day after day.
Jason, I thought that was a street fight last night. The way the Raptors came in here and defended. Again, I think that was the best defense we've seen against the Wizards this year. Oh, Christie tried his hand at a dunk. And this is that one.
The defense from the Raptors last night was something that you don't see continually. Right there, Kyle Kuzma getting to the basket again for another and one opportunity. The Honda drive of the game from Kyle Kuzma. He is going in transition. He's making it a point to attack the big. No offensive foul call, but obviously getting to the free throw line, getting an and one opportunity. That's where he is at his best. He has the force, he has the athleticism and the size to push in transition and get to the free throw line. Great job by Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle had his third double-double last night in that loss to Toronto. And LeBron James is talking with Brent Varnicky, not happy that foul was called. Is he ever happy a foul has been called on him?
No, absolutely not.
7-0 run for the Wizards to start the third quarter. James kicking it over to Hachimura. All good from 3.
The vision from LeBron James, and not a pass that is floated to the corner, but a direct line pass where you would think hands would be in the passing lanes, but he has such vision in his 22nd season.
Cruz on a pass and cut to George. Lakers thought he might have palmed the basketball. 14 on the shot clock after that kickball by Christie. The Lakers are 9-8 versus Eastern Conference teams this season. LA without the services of Anthony Davis. Injured his abdomen in the last game against the Sixers. Kuz's shot was touched up by Hachimura. LeBron on the cross, getting inside, using the left, counted and one, shrugging off. The Wizards
George.
defense.
In transition, you have to realize that LeBron James is not settling for jumpers. He is going to try and attack the paint, but the Wizards are there. You collapse the defense, and he is just strong enough to get that angle and get that N1 opportunity with hands draped all over him, switching to the left hand, getting it soft touch off the backboard. That is amazing to watch from LeBron James.
9 nights ago against the Wizards, LeBron became the second 40-year-old in NBA history to record a triple-double. He had 21, 10, and 13 assists. The other, the mailman, Karl Malone.
Good old Karl Malone. That was my childhood memories of watching Stockton Malone, the give and go, the mailman.
JP back-rimmed that three. LeBron tried another logo three. Missed that one. Koulibaly finding the cutting Kuz.
And you saw Kuz kind of check over his shoulder to see where LeBron was. You know as well as I know, LeBron is one of the best at transition blocks.
Austin Reeves. James. Fall away on George. 22 for James in 22 minutes on 8 of 16 shooting. Seems like the Lakers have been able to pick up their pace here in the third quarter.
Regardless if it's a make or a miss, you see Rui Hachimura right there catching a nice little assist from LeBron. Coach Brian Keefe is not happy calling a timeout. Lakers up big in this third quarter. Need to change the momentum. after this timeout, though, and get a good quality shot. Keyshawn George in the corner. Just not getting the shot to go down tonight.
The Lakers just secured their 36th rebound. They've out-rebounded the Wizards 36-19. Lakers got to space out the floor. James sidestep three. Hayes and Tennessee Ransom's going to call a loose ball foul. Jackson Hayes.
Hey, one! There it is, right now. There you go, B! I played Bel Air in LA, though, when we were there a week ago. Awesome. Awesome.
You know Corey Kispert's a great golfer.
I was about to say, hold up, was he just making a golfing reference right there?
Go. I told him a couple years ago, I saw him tee off, and I said, I know you're a good golfer. He goes, why? I said, the way that you struck that ball, you could just tell that. I said, are you a scratch golfer? And he tried to humble brag and be like, I have some good days.
Nah, I play golf. I am not a scratch golfer by any means. I'm lucky if I get to make contact with that ball.
I scratched the golf course.
Yeah. I hit more grass than the ball.
Been all Lakers in this one. Wizards had a 2-point lead early. The Lakers have led by as many as 36. James, fall away mid-post. This is that one rebounded by Rashawn Holmes. Poole volley, Poole, Carrington, Holmes, and Kispert, your five on the floor. Bub. No look dump off to Holmes. Corey taps it over to Bub.
Rashawn Holmes continuing to work on the offensive boards, fighting for rebounds. Didn't get a little push shot to go right there at the basket, but the Wizards really continuing to fight in this third quarter.
Here's Austin Reeves initiating the offense. No foul called as Austin Reeves thought he got hacked.
A lot of hand checking right there, but hey, no whistle, continue to play.
Kispert on the catch and shoot.
In transition. Great shot opportunity for him. He has a quick trigger. Nice little three bucket for Corey Kispert.
Kispert now at 7. Washington 6 of 31 from 3. Turnover by the Lakers. It's just their 6th of the game.
Great opportunity for the Washington Wizards to make a nice little run here. Like I said, the ebbs and flows of the game. Got to continue to attack the basket, if not get good open opportunities.
Christie
right there.
Steal and lays it in. Washington has committed 7 turnovers. The Lakers scored 10 points off of those. Koulibaly, Carrington sprays it out to JP.
You know, Bub had a layup opportunity right there, but you see your teammate open in the corner. He's unselfish. Watch out right there, LeBron James.
Holmes inside to Kispert, moving without the basketball.
Good unselfish basketball right there. Doesn't matter who scores the ball. Find the open teammate. Corey Kispert getting a good layup.
Reeves rattles one in. Austin Reeves now with 13, all 5 Lakers starters in double figures.
The Lakers starters have really done damage, and it hasn't been just LeBron James, but LeBron James really finding his teammates, whether it be in pick and roll coverages or getting out in transition for easy buckets. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Wizards. They're continuing to go out there, have ball screens, have good ball movement. And Corey Kispert, he's actually playing the 4-man out there, rolling to the basket, getting some good layup opportunities.
Scored that one over his college teammate, Rui Hachimura. Here's now Rui on a drive and kick out. We talked about Corey last night. A lot of his offense was inside the paint. He didn't shoot the ball particularly well from 3, but found offense nonetheless. Christie cashes one out.
Right now, the flow of the game is just going back and forth and back and forth. Got to settle down, maybe get a good play call coming out of this ball stoppage.
Lakers are shooting the ball extremely well tonight, 59% from the field, 50 from three, and they've made all 12 of their free throws.
And you got to think, Chris, the exhaustion from having back-to-back games. You're getting later into the season. The Washington Wizards are starting to show that energy level is really kind of playing a part in this game tonight.
Lakers better run against number 12, Max Christie.
Let's go back to look at Corey Kispert and how he's getting to the lane, but those three-point shots, and look where he is right now. Most three-pointer field goals made in franchise history. Next up, catching John Wall. He's 3 away from tying, 4 from passing.
Remember when you told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, 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 Summer's end, and you feel that this is your
There's a nice pizza spot I went to one time. Let's check in with Megan.
Guys, I had a chance to ask BK before the game just about the building of a culture while also trying to build the consistency he's looking for with the habits. And he said, in his opinion, that they go hand in hand. What we're trying to do on a day-to-day basis matters, and what transfers in-game. If we're being professional, preparing, training the right way, how that would carry over into the games and the amount of work that they want to put in behind the scenes. And a lot of his credit goes to the guys and the character that they have in that locker room for their want to be in the gym, their want to put in the work, to go through the process, to continue fighting, continue building, because they understand what they're trying to do here. So he thinks at the same time, as much as you want to build the culture and you want to build the consistency on the floor, that they go coinciding with each other.
Jason, let me ask you, so Megan, thank you. When you were trying to trade Jemison, miss that alley-oop attempt, we understand the long-term vision of this organization, but they're going to come tough nights like the one we're watching right now. How do you keep the confidence level up as Rashawn Holmes rocks the rim?
You know, the confidence level really relies on yourself inner energy to go out there and be a professional on every given day, regardless of its practice or game. But take a look at this Rashawn Holmes dunk. He's diving to the basket. Beautiful pass from Bub. And, hey, he's got some athleticism out there, throwing it down with some force. I like to see that from Rashawn Holmes.
Might be a tough shooting night for Carrington. He's 0 for 6, but he's got 5 helpers. One of those just to Rashawn Holmes. Austin Reeves' 4th triple of the night. Jared Butler, cross-court pass to Champagnie.
Great job by Rashawn Holmes. Extra effort, fighting for those offensive rebounds, getting the Washington Wizards an extra possession. Now, this is a difficult inbounds, though, because Jared Butler's sitting there in the corner. You got the bench right there, maybe saying something. Got to get the ball inbounds. Only 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Butler throwing it up to Holmes again.
Throw it up to the big man, setting great screens, diving to the basket. He has the athleticism to go catch those lobs and throw it down with some force.
Rim snatch by Holmes. Give him 6 points and 4 rebounds. Under 2 to go. Reeves with a pump fake.
You know, Chris, talking about Rashawn Holmes, I always get excited for big men to go out there and do well. He does a really good job of setting screens, making contact, just enough to allow the defender to get behind him. The guard, Jared Butler, says, you know what, I'm just going to throw it up to my big man. He set a great screen. Why not reward the big guy? Great dunk opportunity for Rashawn Holmes.
Austin Reeves played 2 years at Oklahoma, went undrafted in his 4th year. He was all Big 12. Again, he scored 24 points in 3 games when Anthony Davis has not played. And he had a 38-point outburst against the Nets earlier this month.
He knows that when Anthony Davis is not on the floor, he has to step up his play. But when they are on the floor, he defers to them, rightfully so, because Anthony Davis is such a great player. But again, the Wizards, Rashawn Holmes setting great screens, didn't quite get another lob opportunity, but the ball movement for the Wizards, getting into the paint, driving to the hoop, got to take care of the basketball.
Wizards turn it off, turn it over. Good pass there by Reeves, but Vanderbilt couldn't convert. And it'll go right back to the Lakers.
Sometimes you get a little overzealous right there. The defensive rebound by Rashawn Holmes. He thought he had Champagnie in transition. Kind of led him a little bit too far on that pass.
Austin Reeves, the lone starter for the Lakers, still out there. As he's working with Vanderbilt, Connect, Milton, and Jemison. Here's the second chance opportunity. Connect, fouled by Kispert.
Vanderbilt with a nice little offensive rebound opportunity. He's another guy that just goes out there and he's kind of a pest on the defensive end. He gets the rebound, but he finds Dalton Connect slashing to the basket. Great job by Corey Kispert, though. No easy layups on your home floor. Make him earn it at the free throw line.
Dalton Connect was the SEC Player of the Year. He was an All-American a year ago at good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. The Wizards Friday Night Concert Series is presented by Sprite. It's back on February the 7th when the Backyard Band and Junkyard Band take center stage for the Go-Go Night. You can enjoy free post-game concert after the Wizards take on the Cavaliers by getting your tickets at WashingtonWizards.com.
And you know, Chris, I would be remiss to say that Dalton Connect actually started at University of Northern Colorado in Greeley, Colorado, 9 miles west of where I grew up from. So when I saw him pregame, I just had to tell him, I know you're a Colorado boy. I know you're Tennessee, but Colorado's where you came from first,
That's right. That's right. Don't forget where you came from, right, Sticks? Vanderbilt. Passes to Jemison. There's a block by Holmes. Holmes trying to stay with it, and he falls to the ground.
Offensive foul by Jennison. You cannot seal him off for that layup opportunity. Great job by Rashawn Holmes not giving up that ground. You see the replay right here. You're going up there. Rule of verticality first from Rashawn Holmes, getting a block opportunity actually, and then you see Jennison kind of show a little shoulder shove right there. Vanderbilt not happy, but you know your teammate, he kind of got caught right there.
A little crack block. Corey over to Jared Butler. Saw Carrington and Kisper both cutting at the same time. 3 on the shot clock for Bub. Bub's floater, good.
Beautiful job by Bub Carrington, really as the Wizards as a whole, utilizing the entirety of the shot clock. 10 seconds left here. Got to know that they're going to keep it for a last second shot.
Hilton went off of that screen from Jemison. 2 on the clock. Whistle's going to be called on Carrington on the reach-in.
You know, as a rookie, you got to learn what the time score situation is. With the time being so low at the end of the third quarter, you want to make sure that you don't bail out a shot fake and put him on the free throw line. With 1.5 seconds, though, he's going to get 2 free throws. The Wizards are going to get the basketball. It's going to last second heat. Who you got your money on?
Who's out there? I'll go Kisper.
Kisper's not afraid to throw a half-court shot.
Yeah. Lakers are now 16 of 17 from the charity stripe. Bubble try it, or not. 105-70 after 3 quarters. It's been all Lakers.
You know, of that recap, I really enjoyed us showing your booster seats for the pregame show.
Yeah, if you missed the pregame show, there was not one booster seat for me, but 2.
I wonder why.
As I declined and would rather stand next to the 7-footer. Champagne misses that shot. Built over to connect. And he connects.
This is one guy you do not want to leave open. It doesn't matter if he is staying still, if he's running in transition. He has the knack to go out there and knock down big-time three-point shots. And once he gets one to go through, it could be a wide-open basket.
He's a 36% three-point shooter. As Bronny James trying to come up with that steal. It will stay with the Lakers as it was last touched by Carrington.
You know,
Bronny James has spent some time in the G League putting up big numbers. The criticism this young man has had to deal with. I don't know how he does it, but he's out here competing along with his father. Here he is with the basketball now, trying to go inside. And misses that layup.
The extreme amount of pressure that Bronny James had, but you hear the crowd go nuts because they want to see the young man succeed. He absolutely has everything going against him, but he's going out there on any given night. He gets thrown into the game. He's done a really good job in the G League of going out there and being competitive and successful. Why not give him an opportunity in the NBA?
Milton hands it over to Connect. Altman taking a couple steps back. Trying to get ahead of steam, driving. Fall away, step back. This is that one rebounded by Champagny. Carries it over to George. Seams up a three and knocks it in. Deshaun's second triple of the game, prompting J.J. Redick to call time.
Now I'ma pick you up at your place tonight. I'll wear you on my skin like a fake tattoo, right? And we'll escape like smoke through the keyhole, you and I. And blow a sleeping world, one last kiss goodbye. Just like in a dream. Machine, buckle up and hold on tight. I wanna break the waves tonight, heading for a clear blue sky. There's no coming back this time for you and I, because tonight we gonna leave the world behind. Leave it behind. There's no coming back this time.
Coach mentioned too.
Keyshawn ranked 7th in minutes, 3rd in steals, 11th in blocks, and 14th in points per game among rookies. Jimison bodies inside, and Tristan Vukcevic is going to take the charge. You see Tristan and Jimison having words.
You know, anytime a guy goes up there and dunks on you, there's a charge. There was no dunk. But the fact that he comes down and kind of puts his foot on Tristan, yeah, I wouldn't take kindly to that either.
Oh, I like it. We got a little tete-a-tete here going.
Hey, you know what? The competitive juices continue to flow regardless of who's out there on the floor.
Jamison with a deflection right over to Champagny. Not on the shot clock. Justin one-on-one on Connect. Carrington's got to get something up. He's being guarded by Bronny. And Bub is looking over at Finney Ransom saying he literally hit him on the arm.
Coach Brian Keefe is actually looking at his bench right now. I think Bronny had his hands in the cookie jar. A little slap on the wrist right there. There's no reason that the ball should be still going up if you hit the ball. If you're going to hit arm, that's why the ball goes up. And the slow-mo replay, all arm right there.
I mean, I get the score here, but just challenge it. You're going to win that challenge. You can't take it home with you.
Absolutely.
Johnny Davis guarding Connect. Milton with 3 on the shot clock. Jake with a head fake and counted and one.
You know, that's the second time that he's done that. He has a very knack of slowing his offensive play down, going out there into the ball screen, the bad communication from the Wizards, but showing the ball to the defensive player, realizing that he's up in the air, and then getting the contact and one opportunity going to the free throw line.
Wizards have lost 15 straight games. They are trailing big here in the fourth quarter. Rebound by Jarrett Vanderbilt. 43rd rebound for the Lakers tonight.
And as you see in this fourth quarter, Brian Keefe still continuing to coach his guys. He wants a high energy, high effort from all of his guys on the floor.
Poor communication there, which leads to a steal and a layup.
Timeout Washington.
Coach Brian Keefe holding his guys accountable, really getting on Tristan right there. You want to make sure you play the right way.
Up, but it's time for me to be dropping down my defense. I realize I wasn't there for real. What I did didn't make any sense. How can I get you close? I see why you'd be so cold, but you need to forget everything that I've told you. 'Cause I ain't playing it low-key, baby. I'll bring you right back home. And oh, it dawned on me. Yeah, yes it did. Standing on the border, the walls around me kept me safe. I couldn't see that I was shutting you out. I'm stuck up in pride. I'm waking up now. But you know that I need you. Waking up now. You gotta know that I need you. I'm waking up now. take my hand off the wheel. I'm like a deer in the headlights. Just can't believe what you think and feel. 'Cause I've been going backwards, drifting off with your words. Can't find a way to deal with this now. Don't you see you imply forever?
Defender is that don't have costly turnovers like you just had.
Butler over to Tristan. This is that push shot, rebounded by Bronny James. Horn set action for the Lakers. Jemison inside, reverse layup. Trey Jemison now at 4 points.
If he's going to get an open driving lane opportunity right there, put him on the free throw line. But that's just me. I'm of the old school mindset.
Three's off. You see Jemison now running the floor. And Johnny Davis hustling on this play. JD kicking it over to Butler. Seven and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Corner catch and shoot there by Champagnie. Air ball. Jemison misses. Shake misses as well.
Good job by Johnny Davis in back-to-back plays, getting a rebound, but also getting a steal, fueling the transition offense.
You can just tell Wizards just doesn't have any legs right now. All those missed opportunities as Jemison and Champagnie are having words.
It's getting a little chippy out there. Jemison is second time he's gotten into a Wizards player face.
Jemison faced each other and was teammates with the Go-Go. Could be some history there. You can just tell, Jason, there's just no legs right now with this team. It's the second night of a back-to-back.
Absolutely. And going through this as a player myself, you got to have the ability to go out there and play on any given night. This is the NBA. You're going to have a ton of games. It's an 82-game season. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. When you have a tough-nosed Raptors team come into your place the night before and play the defensive style that they did, it's extremely hard to get that energy back up for the next night. And you're seeing in the score, in the offensive movement for the Wizards, the exhaustion and fatigue is just starting to set in.
Christian Coloco checks in for the first time for the Lakers. Meanwhile, Patrick Baldwin Jr. in there for the Wizards. Connect. Misses. Ball's tapped over to Tristan Vukcevic. The Lakers still shoot 50% from three. Here's PBJ. Champagnie on the offensive window. Back over to PBJ again.
Great ball movement from the Washington Wizards, fueled by Jared Butler, attacking the defense. Swing. Didn't get the first shot to go, but get a rebound opportunity. PBJ knocks down the second three.
Washington with 10 offensive rebounds and 19 second chance points tonight. The ball was kicked around. That'll be Wizards basketball. Here now is a word from PinFed.
Checking in for the Wizards.
The next chapter in your great adventure starts with an auto loan.
Tristan and Jemison tie up the basketball.
You know, a player that I really like on the defensive side of the basketball, Johnny Davis. Applying a little bit of pressure. You see what happens if you take up that space. Don't allow the offensive player to feel comfortable out there. He's had a couple steals, a deflection out there. He's putting his nose down there to get some rebounds. I like what I see from him, especially in these opportunity minutes.
Returning for the Lakers is
Trey Jemison will sit. He fouls out of the game. 6 fouls in 18 minutes. Physical young player. You know, being in Memphis when the Wizards were playing the Grizzlies, and Jemison had his way a little bit last year. Drew Gooden was like, man, go get my jersey. Have you ever had one of those moments where you're just seeing something out there on the floor and you just want to go get your jersey and put it on and go out and compete?
Absolutely. I am a competitor at heart. It's hard for me to sit still and watch an NBA basketball game. When I'm sitting there and my kids watch me watch the game, they're like, why is Daddy so animated? Well, that's just the player and person that I am. I'm a competitor.
Here's Bronny for three. Airballs that one. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Wizards basketball. Bronny 0 for 2 from the field. He's got 2 rebounds. Butler swinging it over to Tristan. Vucevic knocks it down.
That is what he does. He is a space big. Jared Butler and him have great synergy out there to know that, hey, he's not a rolling big. He can pop for 3, but he does it at a very, very high rate.
Christian Koloko for the Lakers. Played his college ball at Arizona for 3 years. Signed a 2-week deal back on September 16th. Bronny with a look ahead to connect. Lakers have put up 121 points tonight. 35 points have come off their bench.
Well, that'll happen when you have a lead like this. And like we've said, if you're a bench player and the game is getting sort of out of control, start warming up. Get the heat bags on. You know that you're going to go into the game. There's still 4:37 left in this game. This is not an opportunity for you to just kind of go out there and go through the motions. Every NBA team is watching on any given night. So you have to go out there thinking that this is a job interview. And for all of these players on the floor, they need to go out there and play with that sense of energy.
Local and Christie working a little two-man. Swing over to Milton. Milton's been the key for the Lakers coming off the bench. About 21 points for him in 23 minutes.
And you know, I live up in the Philadelphia area, and when he was with the Sixers, he was one of those spark players. The fact that he's going out there and getting another opportunity with another NBA team, he knows how he can play. He's showing that he can do that out here at the Washington Wizards.
Vucevic with the tap in off that Davis miss. Under 4 to go here in regulation. Connect, baseline drive, spraying it out to James, who gives it back to Connect.
You know, the poor guy, anytime the ball touches Bronny James' hands, the crowd goes crazy. They just want him to score a bucket.
Davis loses the handle. Wizards had 27 turnovers last night, 15 this evening against the Lakers, and they've scored 22 points off of those.
They're taking care of the ball a little bit better, but they're also not seeing the type of pressure that they saw last night as well.
There's a 3 up by James, misses it. Ball goes off the hands of Koloko.
Now, I'm not saying this is a game strategy, but with a kid that has so much pressure on his shoulders and Bronny James, why not let him shoot it? He doesn't necessarily knock it down at a high rate. It kind of plays into the Wizards' favor. Nothing against the guy. It's just sometimes you don't have the flow going for you.
You know, your dad is sitting on the bench, and it's not just your dad. It just so happens to be one of the greatest basketball players in the history of this game.
One of. I know you know who the greatest is.
Yeah, Drew ain't sitting here, so you and I agree.
Drew might be a little bit biased because that was his teammate back in the day. Yeah. So I understand. We see where you're coming from.
Here's Bronny. Count the bucket and the foul. See the reaction of his dad.
The reaction of this play, Bronny James, the miscommunication on the defensive side by the Washington Wizards, taking the contact with Tristan Vucevic, and then getting to the free throw line. The crowd absolutely loves this kid tonight.
Bronny James was 1 of 16 from the field in his young career after missing each of the last 13 shots before this game, and rattles in a 3-point play. Reach and foul on Koloko.
Lakers foul called against number 10, Christian.
Ronnie James had 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for the South Bay Lakers back on December the 28th, making 3 of 5 threes. And in the G League, in 10 games, he was averaging 16 points.
You know, when you get an opportunity to go down to the G League, you take it to the Washington Wizards. PBJ, he said he wanted to go down there to work on your skills. Rather than sitting on an NBA bench, you're getting an opportunity to go through NBA basketball games against NBA competition. And I think that him going down to the G League has really helped him blossom in his young career.
James got the switch. Here he is again using the left. Misses that one. Coloco, offensive rebound, passes over to Connect. 15-3 knocked down by the Lakers tonight.
Again, you do not want to leave that man open. When you get an offensive rebound and you kind of step comfortably into the shot, he has the ability to knock that down.
Butler working inside, rebounded by Connect. An absolute dominant performance by this Los Angeles Lakers team as they will sweep the season series over the Wizards. Got contributions from Shake Milton off the bench. No Anthony Davis tonight, but all 5 Lakers starters in double figures. Meanwhile, for Washington, Jordan Poole led the way as Davis takes a tumble. Technical foul on Dalton Connect. And he was just ejected from the game.
A second technical foul also assessed to Dalton Connect.
He picked up 2 quick techs, and Mark Davis sends him to the showers early.
Dang, that was quick.
Lakers foul charged to Ronnie.
You say the magic word or words.
That is true.
You're going to get ejected.
That is true. I don't think I've been ejected. Usually when I get the first tech, I calm down and realize, hey, that was a lot of money that just left my pocket. I don't need to get a second one and get ejected.
By the way, what would you do if I told you that Malcolm Brogdon has never been assessed a technical foul in his career?
You know, I heard that in one of the broadcasts earlier this year, and I am not surprised one bit. He was a teammate of mine when I was up with the Milwaukee Bucks. And you want to talk about one of the most even-keel guys. He doesn't get angry when things don't go his way. He knows that there's going to be ups and downs in games. Things are going to go his way and not go his way. That's just the way the NBA is.
All right, here's what happened here. Take a look at Connect. He thought he was fouled, so he's going to communicate with Mark Davis. He didn't like the call. Johnny Davis came back and took a tumble.
And Johnny did a really good job of a good contest right there. He didn't get underneath Connect, but when you argue with the referee as the play is on the other side of the court, that's when you tend to get a technical foul. And then when you add on to it maybe some unkind words, that's when you could possibly get thrown out of a game.
Johnny Davis has played 9 minutes tonight for the Wizards. Makes the second free throw. Coloco. You can see that play just develop in real time.
It was a very slow developing play, but great job by Bronny James of allowing the play to develop, noticing that he doesn't necessarily need to throw up a floater, but utilizing his big man to go out there and get the lob.
Bronny with 3 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Here's a final word from FanDuel.
Make every moment more with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today.
63 seconds to go here in Capital One Arena. This is the second night of a back-to-back. This is a hop on the plane again tomorrow, Jason. We're heading to the Twin Cities. Take on Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The team that's really vying for positioning in the Western Conference. Anthony Edwards, coming off that Olympic gold medal, has the utmost confidence.
Ball on the deck, secured by Gill. Wizards with numbers. Corner 3 here by Johnny Davis. Tough night all around for the Wizards offensively as they shot 32% from the field, 10 of 44 from 3. Bronny James trying to go isolation. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Vucevic.
I think for the Wizards, get some rest, watch some film, because you've got another game in a couple days going up to Minnesota, back on the road. The Anthony Edwards show up there. The NBA just is unforgiving to the Washington Wizards this year.
It's going to be a kick ball. They'll put 14 on the shot clock. 6 seconds separating shot game clock. The Lakers will improve to 27-19 as they are 5th in the Western Conference. Washington will fall to 6-41 and now tie the franchise record with 16 straight losses. Bryce James going to go one-on-one with Butler. Shoots the fall away and was fouled.
On a long night of a back-to-back, Jared Butler trying to play great one-on-one defense for majority of the shot clock. Just kind of got a little overzealous right there. Maybe a couple fingers touched the elbow of Bronny James, sending him to the free throw line.
Bronny James turned down an invite to be part of the Rising Stars game during All-Star Weekend. We hope Keyshawn George will join Bilal Coulibaly as well as Alex Sarr and Bub Carrington.
Get a fourth Wizard out there to go along with the G League players as well.
Bronny James made 2 free throws before this game. Made 3 tonight. And that'll put a wrap on this one. A dominant performance for the shorthanded Los Angeles Lakers. No Anthony Davis. LeBron James set the tone with a double-double. 24 points, 11 assists, 3 rebounds. Jackson Hayes had a double-double. Austin Reeves had 17 and 21 points off the bench for Shake Milton. Meanwhile, for the Wizards, they had 3 players in double figures, led by Jordan Poole with 19, Kuz with 11, and Corey Kispert off the bench with 11. Final score from Capital One Arena is the Los Angeles Lakers 134, the Wizards 96. Monumental Sports Network has got you covered with all your local teams. Many thanks to Jason Smith filling in for Drew Gooden the last 2 games, Megan McPeak, and our entire Monumental Sports team. I'm Chris Miller. The Crossover is next, hosted by Wes Hall.